Welcome to a journey into the serene heart of Japan's natural beauty, the moss garden. Imagine walking through a soft carpet of green that glows under dappled light, the air moist with life, and every breath filled with quiet peace. Moss gardens embody the soul of Japanese garden greenery, where simplicity speaks louder than abundance. In this tranquil world, every shade of green has meaning. Every drop of dew tells a story of time and patience. As we explore this living tapestry, we'll uncover how the Japanese have turned moss, humble and ancient, into a spiritual art form that embraces imperfection, harmony, and stillness. This is wabi-sabi design at its purest, where nature whispers softly to the human spirit.
Moss gardens trace their roots back to the temples and tea houses of ancient Kyoto. Monks discovered the calming presence of moss spreading naturally in shaded courtyards and began to cultivate it intentionally. In the philosophy of wabi-sabi design, moss symbolizes age, endurance, and the graceful passage of time. The Japanese garden greenery of these spaces wasn't about control, it was about surrender. Moss didn't need to bloom or boast. Its beauty was quiet and eternal. As centuries passed, moss became a spiritual companion to stone lanterns, bamboo fences, and water basins. Each garden evolved into a meditation on impermanence, reminding visitors that even the smallest plants can express the deepest truths about life and transience.
A moss garden is often described as a living carpet, soft, silent, and endlessly varied. Each patch forms a miniature landscape, like rolling hills in miniature, shimmering with dew after rain. In Japanese garden greenery, moss serves as both ground cover and emotional texture. It invites contemplation and stillness, encouraging you to slow down and observe subtle changes. Wabi-sabi design celebrates this natural irregularity, the uneven mounds, the soft dips, the velvety sheen under shifting light. Every inch feels alive, whispering stories of centuries past. As your footsteps touch its surface, you sense the deep connection between soil, moisture, and spirit. A reminder that even in stillness, life continues to thrive quietly beneath your feet. In a moss garden, silence is not emptiness, it's presence. The muted greens absorb sound, softening the world into a meditative hush. This quiet is the essence of Japanese garden greenery, where moss acts as both artist and canvas. Through wabi-sabi design, the Japanese found that beauty lives not in what's loud or bright, but in what endures quietly. The garden becomes a sanctuary for reflection, a living poem of humility. Standing among the moss, you begin to hear the world differently. The drip of water, the rustle of bamboo, the faint hum of life. It's a silence that restores balance, grounding you in the eternal rhythm of nature's breath.
In Japan, moss gardens are not just landscapes, they're sacred spaces. Temples like Saihoji, known as the Moss Temple, teach visitors to see divinity in nature's smallest details. This spiritual bond between moss and meditation embodies wabi-sabi design at its deepest. Each patch of moss, each stone, carries the quiet weight of centuries. Japanese garden greenery becomes a living prayer, a reminder that imperfection and age are not flaws, but signs of wisdom. Here, time slows. Visitors remove their shoes, bow, and step lightly on pathways surrounded by soft green life, entering a realm where nature and spirit merge, and where moss becomes the purest form of peace. Moss and water share a sacred friendship. Together, they define the texture and rhythm of a Japanese garden. A moss garden thrives in damp air, often near gentle streams or still ponds, where reflections shimmer softly. Water enhances the moss's emerald tones, creating an interplay of light and moisture that breathes life into every surface. In wabi-sabi design, this union represents balance, fluidity meeting stillness, softness meeting strength. Japanese garden greenery glows richest after rainfall, when droplets cling to moss tips like tiny jewels. Watching this scene unfold is meditation in motion, proof that harmony is born when nature is allowed to flow freely, untouched by haste or control.
Not all moss is the same. In fact, there are over 100 varieties used in Japanese garden greenery. Each has its own hue, texture, and story. Some are velvety and dense, others delicate and feathery. Together, they create a mosaic of greens that shift with the light: olive, jade, emerald, and chartreuse blending seamlessly. Wabi-sabi design finds beauty in these variations, never seeking uniform perfection. The Japanese moss garden is an artist's palette painted by time, moisture, and patience. It teaches us that true harmony lies in diversity, that every shade, no matter how faint, contributes to the whole. In observing these greens, one begins to see the world in quieter colors.
Creating a moss garden requires more patience than planning. Unlike other plants, moss cannot be rushed. It thrives where moisture, shade, and time coexist in balance. The process mirrors wabi-sabi design: slow, deliberate, and deeply respectful of nature's rhythm. Japanese garden greenery evolves at its own pace, teaching the gardener humility. You cannot force moss to grow where it doesn't belong. You must instead create the right conditions and wait. Over years, sometimes decades, the garden reveals its true form. In this gentle art, the designer becomes a listener rather than a maker, learning that time is not an enemy, but a collaborator in creating lasting beauty. Moss gardens rarely stand alone. They are framed by stone pathways, wooden bridges, and bamboo fences, all chosen to complement the greenery's softness. In wabi-sabi design, these materials reflect nature's impermanence. Stones covered with moss show the beauty of age, while wood, darkened by time, tells stories of weather and wear. Together, they form the silent architecture of a Japanese garden. Each rock becomes a mountain, each log a fallen memory. Moss unites them, softening edges and blending man-made elements with living earth. The result is harmony, a space where nature and human touch coexist gently, creating a timeless dialogue between growth and decay.
Today, moss gardens have moved beyond temple walls into homes, courtyards, and even urban interiors. Designers worldwide embrace Japanese garden greenery for its calming and eco-friendly qualities. Moss terrariums, vertical gardens, and minimalist courtyards bring wabi-sabi design into modern life. In a fast-paced world, these green oases offer stillness, places to breathe, to think, to simply be. The low maintenance and natural beauty of moss make it ideal for city dwellers seeking connection with nature. Whether under glass or between stepping stones, moss transforms any corner into a quiet refuge, carrying the ancient wisdom of Japanese design into the rhythm of contemporary living.
Moss gardens come alive in subtle light. Morning sun catches dew, creating a sparkle that feels like nature's breath. Shadows cast by trees move softly over the moss, painting shifting patterns of calm. Japanese garden greenery thrives in this dance between light and darkness, a core idea in wabi-sabi design. Here, beauty isn't static. It's a dialogue between sun, cloud, and shade. Watching this play of contrast reminds us that harmony isn't about eliminating differences, but allowing them to coexist. In the quiet shimmer of a moss garden, time seems to pause, and what remains is pure, a visual poem written in green and gold.
While moss remains evergreen, it subtly reflects the seasons. In spring, it glows bright and soft. In summer, it deepens to rich jade tones. Autumn brings scattered leaves resting on its surface like delicate brushstrokes, and winter veils it with mist or snow. Each phase tells a different story of Japanese garden greenery, revealing wabi-sabi design's reverence for impermanence. Even as seasons change, moss endures, adapting without resistance. Its constancy offers comfort, reminding us that peace is not found in control, but in acceptance. To sit and watch these transitions is to meditate on life itself, the art of being fully present in every fleeting moment.
Caring for a moss garden is less about tending and more about understanding. Unlike flowers that demand pruning or fertilizing, moss thrives with minimal interference. Gentle watering, soft brushing to remove debris, and respect for shade. These are its needs. This practice aligns with wabi-sabi design and the heart of Japanese garden greenery, restraint and reverence. Gardeners often speak of moss as a teacher, patient, forgiving, and wise. It teaches observation over action, calm over control. In nurturing moss, you nurture mindfulness itself. The reward is subtle but profound, a space that grows not from effort, but from harmony with nature's quiet rhythm. At the heart of every moss garden lies the philosophy of wabi-sabi, beauty in imperfection, transience, and simplicity. Moss embodies this perfectly. It thrives in cracks, on old stones, and in damp corners where other plants cannot. Its resilience becomes a metaphor for life, soft yet enduring, humble yet eternal. Japanese garden greenery doesn't chase perfection. It celebrates the marks of time. The worn surfaces, uneven textures, and slow growth are not flaws. They are stories. To truly appreciate a moss garden is to embrace imperfection as truth, to see grace in what fades, and to find peace in what remains when everything else changes. Thank you for joining this journey through the moss garden, the green soul of Japan. In its softness lies strength. In its silence lies wisdom. Through Japanese garden greenery and the essence of wabi-sabi design, we discover that simplicity can be the most profound beauty of all. Whether in a vast temple garden or a small corner of your home, moss offers a sanctuary for the spirit, a reminder to slow down, breathe, and listen to the quiet harmony of life. Let this gentle world inspire your own space to bloom with peace. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and continue exploring nature's timeless art with us on Smart Home Design.